Hello, this is TurboDog702 for the Castlevania Symphony of the Night Any % tutorial. In this section of the tutorial, we will be discussing the Slogra and Gaibon fight inside of the Alchemy Lab, inside of the Any % route. This is the first boss fight that you're going to have, and with the a la carte gear, it's a piece of cake. I'm going to be going over some of the options that you can do to get to the bottom of the chamber, which there are a couple of them, and I'll give you an easy way to do the fight, and I'll give you a recovery method that you can use in case the first method doesn't work or you got poisoned earlier inside of the route. Okay, so the first thing we have is we're inside of the Slogra Gaibon room. We actually have two ways in order to get close enough to Slogra Gaibon. The first of which is you can jump off of this top platform here, shield dash to here, jump off of this one, and cancel the fall with a jump at the bottom, so you cancel the big fall. And then you can just shield dash, start the Slogra Gaibon fight. Another option is to just shield dash off the edge and just continue on. Now, something to note about that particular way is that when you fall here, you actually have to wait a moment before you can shield dash, or else Alucard just sits there flicking his shield out. But once you do that, you can continue on and do the fight as normal. Me personally, I like to do the jump off the top and then hopefully cancel out the bottom there. I kind of flubbed it. So this is Slogra and Gaibon. Basic mechanics of the fight. I guess I can disequip my Alucard sword so you can just see what they can do as a pair. So normally when you start the fight, Slogra just stabs at you with his spear and he shoots these little fireballs. Gaibon flies up in the air, shoots fireballs. He just acts like a general jerk. If you hit Slogra, he actually gets popped up in the air, as you can see. And if you do it close to Gaibon, when he is in the air, he will actually try to pick up Slogra, which I'll go ahead and show off in a second. You also notice that you can block the projectiles for these guys, which I'll try to do now. See, you can block those. You can block it when he's standing still. I'm trying to get Slogra to shoot his one. He's being kind of difficult. But you can basically block every one of their fireball attacks. Now, when you get these guys low on health, Slogra actually loses his spear, and you'll notice that if I punched Slogra and knocked him into the air when Gaibon was in the air, he picked him up and carried him around for a little bit. He then tries to drop him on top of you. When you get Gaibon to low health, you notice you can even punch the fireballs. It's pathetically easy. When you get Gaibon to low health, if I can get that, you can also duck underneath his ground fireballs, as I just showed there. He turns red. He starts shooting fireballs faster. He also shoots large ones. It's of note that the large ones can still be blocked by your shield, so don't get scared of them. But that's the basic outcome of the fight. Once you kill these jokers, then like with all bosses, a life max up will spawn. Okay. These are the basic components of the fight that I wanted to cover. Just so that you get an idea of how it works, what is supposed to occur when you fight this guy. We aren't going to have to deal with any of that, though. Yay for long-winded explanations. So how are we going to do this fight? Well, if we're doing it the most basic way, without being poisoned, all we're going to do is we're going to get into the fight, slash Slogra, and Gaibon's going to pick him up. Okay, that's the first component to the fight, is that he's going to pick him up. So what we're going to do is we're going to backdash into him, slash, jump, and slash 3 times. If you jump and slash really quickly, you can actually slash on the way up, at the apex, and on the way down. And we're going to use those 3 attacks in order to get a lot of damage on both of the bosses. After we do this, if we need an extra hit, we can land on the ground and throw our final attack. So let's see how it works. I backdash up, attack, jump slash, jump slash, jump slash. If I need to, I can slash one more time to kill him. And that's the conclusion of the boss fight. One more time. I dash up to him. Slash, 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 slash. Okay. Here's something to note. After you know that they're dead, which shouldn't be too hard, you'll get a feel for it immediately. You want to immediately start shield dashing to your right, because if you're on the PlayStation version in particular, the screen is going to start lagging like crazy when the life max spawn happens. And you want to avoid that lag because it's going to cost you time. So after you get the kill, you're going to want to backdash and get out of there. And get into the next room as quick as possible. Okay, so last time for this method, and then I'll show you the recovery method. And that was even a partial recovery right there. You'll notice that you get a lot of time to be able to get out of there. And I caught the back end of the lag there, which was kind of bad, but I think you guys get the basic idea of what you're supposed to do inside of this fight. Let's see. Alright. The backup strat. Let's say you're poisoned. Maybe your damage just isn't that great. Well, what you can do instead is, let's say, normally you would want to do the slashes the exact same way if you were poisoned. I'm actually going to mess up on them a little bit because otherwise I'll kill these guys. But what you're going to do is you're basically going to do the same setup, slash, and then slash, slash, slash. But as you're slashing in the air, you're going to hold up when you land and charge a Tetra Spirit. And then throw it. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to slash Gaibon, or slash Slogra. He's going to get picked up by Gaibon. You're going to go slash, slash, slash. And then Tetra Spirit them. And they should be basically right above you when you do that. And that's going to allow you to kill them fairly quickly. If they don't die immediately from that, then when they land the next time, you'll be able to kill them with sword strikes fairly easily. So we're going to try to mess it up on purpose so that you can see how that kind of looks. So, and then you Tetra Spirit. And then as they land, you can throw extra sword slashes in case you don't kill them. Same as before though, you backdash out. So one more time, kind of trying to show that off. So up, I messed up. Well, I didn't mess up there. But if I messed up, then I could just charge up my Tetra Spirit and throw it while they're flying up in the air. And then as before, backdash out of that room. Hopefully before the heart container goes off. Right, but that should do it for Slogra Gaibon fight. This is pretty much the two easiest ways to be able to tackle it. In the future, maybe I'll do another optimization strat for recovering from poison. But for now, this is what we're going to be going with. This is TurboDog702 for the Castlevania Symphony of the Night Any% tutorial.